go, girls. Green grass.
They'll find their way out. Keep going, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dave from Rolling Hills Farm here. Today's kind of an exciting day for us because we're going to let the cows out from their wintertime feeding paddock into pasture, which they've been looking at and hoping to get into all spring long.
Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Let's go. He's coming. Come on, girl. Look out, get back. No, wrong direction. Look out, look out, look out, look out. Oh. Come on, J. Edgar. Oh! You're being frisky. Oh, keep going, J. Edgar. Woo, look out. Don't do that to me.
Let's go, girls. Green grass.
They'll find their way out. Keep going, everybody.
What do you think, girl? Does this grass look good to you? Your sisters are all grazing like mad, and they love being right here in the shade. The babies are pretty enthusiastic too. This is their first time ever out in the first section of big pasture. How you doing, girl? Here, fawn. Here, fawn. Oh, how about a scratch? Fawn likes a scratch. Yeah, you like that? She's still got some of her winter coat here. And so she's still a little vulnerable to the heat, but you see the summer hair is coming in underneath all this winter hair. So you look at this runway back to the calving paddock, and they've skipped over all this, but there's some real good grass here. And they'll get back and start working this as they move back and forth. And we've bypassed this pasture right here, and it hasn't grown much yet. We really need a little bit of rain for this pasture to come up. So the cows are out over that hilltop right now. You see the tree line back out over there, and that's where they're grazing in that first paddock section, and they're close. We want them to be able to come back here, and they will when they feel like it, and have that shade there. And then the calf creep right there, which has grain and water in it for the calves. It gives the calves a secure little spot. The mineral feeder is here because we want the cows to continue to eat mineral. I actually need to do a little repair. They knocked the wind sail off the top. The wind sail is set up so that when the wind blows, it turns like this and protects the mineral that's inside. So fly control is becoming an important thing now as the summer season arrives. And part of our fly control strategy is that mineral. We feed the cows a loose mineral that has an insecticide in it. It goes through them and keeps the flies down. But we also have this, an oiler, a traditional oiler. And all this is a big cloth tube that is impregnated with insecticide, and then an oil base that makes it kind of stick to them. And as they walk to the water, which they're coming in every day, walking through here, heading for the water tank right over there, they'll rub their backs on this and lay down a coat of insecticide that helps to control the flies. Fly control.
Fly control, so it's,
Yeah.
I guess it is.
I don't know if it's pesticide or pest repellent, because I don't think it kills them. I think it just discourages them.
Yeah. Just need to soak it every once in a while when it dries out. I don't like to get too much on there because it doesn't seem to hurt them, but it helps keep the back flies and the face flies off of them. Whole big thing.
Yes, you do.
Ready?
Yep. Let's get these two out first. Come on, boys. There you go, boys. Look at all this grass. There goes the next big step in summer pasture, the steers. Out on this huge pasture to get fat for the summer. So with the cows out on pasture now, we have the opportunity to finish cleaning up the paddock. And so this coming week will be consumed somewhat with getting this set up the way we want for the summer. These old gate panels will be pulled out of here. We'll disconnect the sunshade and we'll dig out this windbreak, which was built for this purpose. It can now be lifted out of there and brought around here to hold up the sunshade at a higher level. And while we've got it down, we'll scoop out the remainder of this winter's bed pack manure and get it piled up. Lifting. Oh yeah. Came free on both sides. Now can I clear that corner up there? There, it clears that corner. Now, so to make sure it's not banging on the front of the tractor, as I crawl back here, this tractor doesn't quite have the reach the 50/50 had, which is what I built this thing for. There, that worked pretty slick. The windbreak is sitting off here to the side, and now I can get the skid steer in and clear the last of the winter feeding bed pack, get those gates out of there. So it's the next morning. You can see the cows are resting here in the shade in some of their favorite grass. And that's actually pretty good news. But the bad news really is that they burned through that first pasture section in a very short amount of time. And they're already here in the next section of pasture. And whoa, when you look down, it does not look like June pasture. This really looks like maybe, I don't know, July or August pasture. It's thin. And that has us just a little bit concerned. We bypassed one section of pasture, and we're going to bypass this paddock too and hope for rain. And the cows actually will jump next to the big 25-acre pasture to the west, which actually has pretty good grass because it's a wet area, and normally it'd be pretty mushy out there. But this year we're behind, and that has us concerned. We had a drought a couple of years ago that was expensive for us. We had to buy a lot of hay and limit the herd size. And now it appears we might be headed toward something similar. And obviously that has us concerned because droughts for us are expensive. We have a lot of pasture and we rely on pasture for our cows. That's our economic model. And in years when we don't have pasture, well, we have to buy hay. I'm a little concerned that early on, the hay fields are, like the pasture, are looking really short. If you get down here and look, for June, this hay is incredibly short. Now we're seeing the deeper rooted plants, clovers and alfalfa, are coming up nice. But you know, even this is kind of an ominous sign. We've got clover that's blossoming in early June, and normally it would be late June before that happens. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on it and see. But that's what farming's all about, planning for the worst and taking advantage of what nature gives you. Thanks for watching, by the way. We'll keep you updated on what this dry weather is like, and hope you keep watching and come back for more. We'll see you again soon. Well, here's a nice surprise. A slight chance of rain is turning into a nice, steady early morning shower.